morning. Well, here it is, episode 2. This is the run-up towards and into the timber trail. Now, in these movies, I'm basically showing it warts and all as it was for me. So there's conversations with folk and there's what I feel like on all parts of the journey. I think it's an important aspect that's not really communicated well in a lot of YouTube videos. There's too much beautiful drone footage. This is what the world looks like, how beautiful and easy is tour cycling. Well, the truth is it's not. It can be pretty hard work, but if you build up to it, you can do it. But you also suffer. You have great times, but you also suffer on the ride. So in my videos, I'll be showing exactly what it's been like for me, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. A little bit more than you might out of other YouTube videos. As I've said before, I'm not looking for subscriptions, I'm not looking for likes. An occasional comment is nice. It's nice to read if anyone's got any feedback and any thoughts. But these videos are really for me, for my future, when I suffer from dementia. Anyway, here we go, episode 2. I hope you enjoy. Bye.
Well, sadly the DJI microphone has stopped working, but I'm going to see if I can fettle it. I've just set off now, heading towards the Blue Spring. Mangakino is my destination for today. It's sunny, it's nice temperature, but I think I'm going to get blathery and bloody hot before I get to my destination today. And I wish this camera would stop failing on me. Technology just does not seem to be wanting to play today, or yesterday, or the day before.
Get through the cones, I don't know how, but they all ended up on the right side of the road.
Are we about to go, young man? So, what's that? There's a camera. Oh, it's got you now, everywhere you look. Well, it's only been 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
20 minutes?
20. What do you kind of average a day? What's your, you just go with the flow?
I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I normally do about 50, 60 miles a day.
Oh, that's good.
And that's nice, that's enough.
Yeah.
If it's hilly, it'll slow me down a lot.
Of course.
And I'll maybe put a shorter day in, but...
Yeah. And you know yourself, some days you feel a bit better, some days you don't.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So.
You
Englishman too?
Irish.
Irish.
Yeah.
Irish!
Yeah.
My favourite people.
Hey.
I was going at my good books now.
Yeah, you were the number one there for a few
I
days.
was momentarily.
Yeah.
So.
First time in New Zealand?
Third,
oh.
But it's 13 years since I was last year on motorcycle tour.
Brilliant.
And then 2 years before that.
And you went from the motorbike to the bike?
Well, I retired and I used to enjoy cycling when I was a young'un, so I got back into tour cycling.
Good man. There's a nice little cafe in a place called Arapuni, which is on your way.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think I've seen it. I think that'll be maybe a lunch stop.
The rhubarb or something.
Yeah, that's it. The rhubarb. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, reckon good.
That's my protocol. That's what I am.
Right. That's a good sign.
Roger, what's the name of them through now?
Tell her you got 2 cyclists.
And we have 2 cyclists.
Good to chat, mate. See you later.
I'll see you in a while, eh?
Aye.
You'll be up at a car park, kind of looking down.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Maybe, because it's all the way along this path, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might go to that top entrance.
Yeah.
Come down a bit.
And then turn around and come back.
And then come back. If that's what you reckon.
I reckon, because this bit here will be nigh impossible in parts.
Billy, was it?
Yeah.
Nice to chat, Billy.
Lovely meeting you.
We'll,
like this. Good man, enjoy it. Look.
You too, we'll see you in a bit.
Stay safe, man.
Bye-bye. Well, on my way to the Blue Spring. Nice to have a chat to an older gent there called Billy from Ireland, who's been in country for about 30 years. And he also loves getting about on his bike. Yeah, it's terrible going up.
How long are you in New Zealand for?
Another 4 weeks. Well,
That will go quick,
it will go very quick.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. 'Cause when you get older, I'm 82 in April, and when you get older, I know, and you probably know too, that every bloody day goes faster.
Yeah, it does. It speeds up. It's massively so. Nice to chat, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very best.
Well, the waters look so health-giving, but these steps I think are going to kill me. Morning. Could I ask how far the steps go?
Yes.
Is it just this section here, or is there more further on?
Sorry, not.
Oh, you don't speak English? Pardon, very sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, so this...
It's complicated.
It's complicated,
Yes.
complicated.
Yes.
Well, let's give him a go. Well, the old boy at the ice cream van will be laughing his tits off right now. He said this was quite passable with a bike. At least everyone's been kind and said once this downhill stretch is done, then it's not too bad to the next car park. You want to come past? I'm only going slow. If you hear a crash, call an ambulance. Thank you. So sometimes when you think the sat-nav is taking you wrong, make sure you stop and have a look, because I want to go to a cafe now and the goddamn sat-nav was taking me on the most direct route to my destination, which would have given me about 35 miles with nothing for refreshments, and I ain't gonna do that. enter into that leg without some more drink and a bit more food. So just a point to make sure you stop, review your plan and change accordingly, and don't just let the bloody Garmin crap nav take you to a very bad place. Anyway, onwards. And you can't get away from the 7 to 10% climbs in the heat of the day, but as you can see by the scenery, I've gained a bit of altitude. Still have a fair way to go today. Still a good 2,000 foot of climbing and about 35 miles. It's going to be, and it's 1:30 now, it's going to be a tough all day today. This is the river I'm going to try to follow to get me to destination tonight, about 30 miles, but I don't think it's a riverside track. Well, as you'll see in this country, there's a lot of hill climbing, so the problem is that 35-mile days done at 3 to 5 mile an hour are very long days riding on a bike. But there is no choice really, you just have to knuckle down and get on with it. Past 4. 1,500 foot up, gravel trails. Not a soul to be seen. Still got about 4 pints of, no, 6 pints of water on me, and the rate I'm blathering at, 16 miles to the destination, but I still think that's going to take me 3 hours at this speed. Oh, the day off yesterday at the Spa Hotel was absolutely the right idea. My legs are still fine, in fact they're feeling quite good. I'm just over these next 16 miles, hope there's no cramps, otherwise it's a very late arrival into Magakino. My water bottles are absolutely loaded with rehydration tablet stuff. Should help keep the cramping away. But, and I'm nowhere near as high as I'm going to be on this holiday. I think I top out somewhere at 3,500 foot when I got onto South Island, with more like this to come. Well, one more big climb for today. It's 5:10. I might be at the digs for 7. There's a rough estimate. Still about 11 miles to go. I say 7 because it's a big climb. It's going to be slow. And it's just going to consume all the time. But I'm feeling alright. Probably after the biggest bike riding day I've had probably ever. I've done further on the flat, but I don't think I've done as many feet climbing especially in this heat. It's been pushing 30 degrees again today. But hey, tomorrow, should I be feeling okay, is the Timber Trail. That's one of the main bits for this holiday. Time for a drink and a bite, and then the last 10 miles into destination with a fair bit of uphill still to go. Can you hear that? 1.5 miles to go and a thunderstorm just brewing. I'll have to see if I can just get ahead of it. Just got to get it to the top of this climb. It's the very last one. 4,000 foot today, 4,200 calories. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy my tea tonight. Yeah, I can hear you. Overtaken by a young lady with monster strength, and we can both see that thunderstorm. Got to get down this hill. Here she comes. I don't mind the rain, it's the bloody thunder and lightning. Got the front end of this. I'm going to see if I can order some food from down in town, or give this half an hour to blow through, and then I will cycle down. Anyway, go here. Right. To move that water I took out of the river. First phase, pass it through this water filter. Second phase, take the UV bug destroyer, turn that on, set for 1 litre, and I think when I put it in it should turn on. If you can see just inside, I think you can see a pale UV lamp. There you go. And what it's effectively doing now is it's sterilising the water. So if there's any bugs in there, they're being bloody neutralised. So this was the water out of the Blue Spring It's meant to be where 70% of the bottled water in New Zealand comes from. It's meant to be that good. How long was that saying? 48 seconds still to go. And so you can see the light inside. Well, if there's any critters inside there, they're having a bit of a hard time at the moment. A bit like me in the bloody sun. All day today. I could feel it bloody ripping the shirt off my back. 11, 10. Try not to drop that sucker. It got quite bright in there. There we go, smiley face. Right, if I don't wake up in the morning, we can only blame this to let you know what it's like. You know, that's a nice water. It's got no aftertaste with it at all. Fresh out of the river. There you go. Good night. Well, yesterday was a bit of a toughie ride into Mangakino. Just now leaving the lodge. I'm going to try to find some breakfast and some stores because we're away out onto the timber trail today. I'm going to have to make sure I carry plenty of liquid because it's going to be a bloody sunny day again. Right, see you in a bit. Right, so loaded up with a bunch of food, all kinds of bits and pieces in there, plus an additional about 2 litres of water. We're going to be a bit remote and high. Let's see how we go. Well, me and Garmin continue to have arguments. The sucker wants me to go right here. I know to get en route I've got to go left. He's trying to navigate me back to the start of the course and I don't want to go there. Well, nice one, crap nav. It's going to be another warm day today. It's a healthy 2,800 foot of ascent for me today, which prior to coming here to New Zealand would have been one of my bigger days cycling. Now it just seems like a normal day. I think that big peak ahead of me is where I'm going today, up through that block. 2,800 foot up. Big day. Everywhere I've been so far, the land is green, grass, silage, maybe with a bit of corn in places, all for animal feed. And if you want to live in this part of the world, you'd better be into dairy, because forget the sheep, it's cows the whole way. And big tankers not a tanker but a big sucker all over the place. I suspect they're a big exporter of milk and beef and lamb. I'm atop a hill somewhere in New Zealand. And even up here I can still read the comments that you put against my posts in the blog. Now I write predominantly for me. The day will come when I will look back on the words that I've written, and they will mean something to me in quite profound ways. I really appreciate though, Liz, Nigel, I've seen your comments. Anyone else, your thoughts. Cycling really gives you time to contemplate and think about life, about who you are, where you've been and where you're going. I'm about a third of the way to my destination today. I'm burning hot and my feet feel like they're on fire. So, time to get a move on. See you in a bit. Bye. All good. Morning. Back onto the rough stuff. Now, not to forget that the 360 degree camera that I've got, the Insta360 X3, massively flattens the scenery around me. I've got some extremely steep single track and rough track here to work my way through to get to, well, effectively the start of the timber trail still. Whenever you watch videos of the timber trail, they never show stuff like this. I don't know why. They only show the good stuff, I think, to catch people, not the difficult stuff. And this might not be difficult in comparison to what's to come. Takes a bit of planning, a I've been down shit like this before. My first suspension bridge. Question is, can I get over this wide? Whoa! Gotta stop. Well, this trail's washout in several places, lumpy, bumpy, stuff across it to fight over with a bloody heavy bike. I know there's one or two other people en route, but they could be miles ahead or miles behind where I'm at the moment. You see how there's a large washout? I'm only just going slow here so you can see before I start riding again. I've been down stuff like this before in Yorkshire. I don't like it, and I'm not risking it because the last thing I want is to have a fall in this part of the world. I mean, urine's starting to be a bloody awful colour, so I'm going to have to start rehydrating myself. I'm going to do all this one-handed. Approximately half a tablet in there. Not quite half a tablet in there, but I'll add some more later. And then have a good glug. Try to plan ahead. These are meant to be intermediate grade cycle tracks. But until I get into the swing of it, I'm just going careful. I think I can see a line. Only another 19 more miles of this. Bloody hell. Gotta eat. Well, finally, onto something that looks more like a logging trail. Centre of the island, 7 kilometres away. The timber trail still about 12.5 kilometres to do. It's looking like it's more like a logging road now. After doing this pretty rough trail. I've done trails like it back in the UK and you've got to push. in a lot of places. Anyway, I'll see how rideable this section is, but there is sections of this trail on YouTube that others don't tell you about. It's a difficult section, and it's not as fun as they make it out to be. You got to do it if you want to get along and do it end to end. Anyway, let's crack on. This piece of track's very remote. There ain't no roads around here. But you know what? Cycling this, I could be in any part of Scotland in the woods. It is just so like being back home. This should be the path to the centre of the North Island. And there it is. What strikes me about this place is just how quiet it is. That's an old tree. Well, that's the centre of North Island done. A couple of hours and should have some place to stay. Nearly done for today. A lot of time low and slow on these gravel roads. A lot of them with bigger bloody boulders on them. Really jumpy. You've got to be fit to do this. But to be very honest, if a 63-year-old fat bloke like me can do it, even though I've got some training at the back of me over 6 or 7 years of tow cycling, I think you can have a go. A bit of training and you can do the same thing. One bike leaning up against something. About another 500 or so foot to get to the top of this mountain. That's looking back down where I've come from. I just had second lunch, so it's now away up into the hill. Maybe get to the campsite for about 4 o'clock today. Well, best laid plans and all that. I wasn't looking for another 1,000-foot climb. So staying here tonight at one of these freedom campsites. $10 and pick a place to stay. I've got some food and water with us, so I should be okay until tomorrow. So all's good. Well, I'm afraid that's it for this episode. This is still only the start of the Timber Trail, the first section. The section I need to get onto, which goes up to the Timber Trail Lodge, Camp Epic and forward on to, I think the place is called Ongaroo, is tomorrow's journey. So the timber trail is not yet done, and as you're going to see, anything I've found difficult so far is nothing in comparison with what is just about to hit me on this next section. Anyway, hope you can join me for that when I get onto it. Thanks, bye.